Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is October 4th, 2025, and Barcelona have had to return 5 million euros. And I will tell you why. Also, Barcelona meeting with the agent of an incredibly promising Mexican player. And finally, Barcelona coming up with a plan in case they do end up signing Marcus Rashford. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo. We'll begin the video with the news that Barcelona have had to return 5 million euros because they will not be participating in a friendly match that they had agreed to participate in. Now, a few months ago, Barcelona met with the Libyan Minister of Investment in order to, come up with some kind of way to generate more money for the club while at the same time investing in Libya's football infrastructure. And after that meeting, Barcelona agreed to three things. Number one, to play a friendly match in Libya, or in Benghazi, more specifically in the city of Benghazi. Number two, to establish a Barca academy in Libya. And number three, to create a Barca experience project in Libya. Now, the friendly match, which was the number one thing, was set to be played on October 10th. It was going to be between Barcelona and Inter Milan in the stadium in Benghazi. But now Barcelona have decided not to play that match, and they have returned the 5 million euros that Barcelona had received to play in that friendly match. And the reason why Barcelona have pulled out of this friendly match is for security reasons, because of course right now Libya is not going through the most stable of times after their regime was completely toppled, and the European Union had issued travel advisories telling European citizens not travel to Libya because of security measures or security concerns. So therefore, Barcelona have cited those security concerns, saying, okay, we don't want to play, security reasons, blah, blah, blah. So Barcelona have pulled out of this friendly match, and as such, they've had to return the 5 million euros that they had received to play in this match. Now, Atletico Madrid have taken the place of Barcelona, so it's going to be Inter Milan versus Atletico Madrid. Now, on one hand, of course, it is 5 million euros less for Barcelona, and given the club's financial situation, that does suck. But on the other hand, honestly, I celebrate it because these players are already, exhausted enough with the current calendar. The last thing they need is travel and play another friendly match that they don't need to be playing. But anyways, on to the next bit of news, because ladies and gentlemen, Barcelona have met with the agent of an incredibly promising player. I would even dare to call him a prodigy. Someone you guys have mentioned to me before in the comment section, and it's no other than Gilberto Mora. Heriberto Mora, if you don't know who he is, he's a 16-year-old versatile Mexican attacker. He can play in all front three positions. In other words, right winger, left winger, center forward, but he mostly starts from the left. So as a left winger, he is naturally a right-footed attacker, but nonetheless, he is comfortable with his both feet, and he is described as someone who is quick, strong in 1v1 situation, and a player that has very good vision. Again, one of the most promising players to come out of Mexico, someone that's making a lot of waves currently in Mexico. He plays for Los Cholos de Tijuana, if I'm not mistaken. And well, Barcelona have met with his agent, who's no other than Rafaela Pimienta. Now, if you don't know who Rafaela Pimienta is, she is the daughter of the late Mina Raiola. You guys might remember Mina Raiola, one of the biggest football agents in the world. He passed away most recently. So his daughter, Rafaela Pimienta, has taken over his empire. She's a very close friend of Jean Laporta. And of course, she is the agent of Gilberto Mora. And Barcelona just met with her recently to discuss, hey, what's going on with Gilberto Mora? Would he be interested? What would be the price, etc., etc. Now, Rafaela Pimienta informed Barcelona that Gilberto Mora is definitely ready to make the jump from the Mexican League to Europe, and he wants to do this in the summer of 2026. So Barcelona are, of course, very interested in signing this youngster. However, given the club's financial situation, they will not be entering any bidding wars because, well, we can't afford to. And why do I say bidding wars? Because, well, half of Europe are currently interested in Gilberto Mora, including Real Madrid, Manchester United, Ajax, Arsenal, and Manchester City are all interested in Gilberto Mora. And, of course, also Lionel Messi's Inter Miami, which, Inter Miami, come on, let's be serious here. This guy's ready to make a big jump, not go to Inter Miami. Maybe when he retires. But anyways, Barcelona have met with the agent of Gilberto Mora. And of course, my question to you is, would you like to see Gilberto Mora in Barcelona? Yes, no, maybe. Let me know down below in the comment section. And of course, another question is, would you like me to do a reaction video to this young, promising player? By the way, that picture, let me put it up again. That kit, that Mexico kit, that's a fire kit. Okay, I'm not Mexican, but I would definitely wear that kit. I really, really like that. I don't know. I have something with black and gold kits. I think they look so elegant. I mean, Barcelona had an away kit like that. I have it with Pedri's number 16 before he was number 8, but really cool kit. But anyways, I digress. Let's move on, or let's pivot back to the news, because the next bit of news is in regards to another attacker, and it's no other than Marcus Rashford, because Barcelona are already studying their different options and coming up with a strategy on how to sign Marcus Rashford for less than what his current option to buy is. Now, Barcelona, of course, signed Marcus Rashford on a loan with an option to buy worth 30 million euros. And Barcelona are studying different ways on how they could sign Marcus Rashford in case, remember, this is in case he does end up, killing it and working out. In case that happens, Barcelona are studying ways on how they can sign him for less than the 30 million euros already agreed upon with Manchester United. Now, what are Barcelona thinking? They're thinking of course, leveraging the fact that Marcus Rashford does not want to go back to Man U, and that Man U don't want him, even though their current coach, Ruben Amorim, who kicked out Marcus Rashford, is set to be fired. Pretty ironic. But nonetheless, Man U don't count on Rashford. Rashford doesn't want to go back there. So Barcelona are thinking, of course, leveraging that to try to either lower the 30 million euro option to buy or try to negotiate another loan. Because Marcus Rashford's contract expires in 2028, so they technically could negotiate another loan. But again, all of this is if Rashford ends up working out. That doesn't mean that Barcelona are thinking of signing him right now as of today, October 4th, 2025. No, this is in case he ends up killing it, working out, blah, 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 blah. Now, of course, my opinion is, as of today, I will not sign Marcus Rashford. Now, don't get me wrong. Rashford's performance has been like this. Every match has been better than the one before. Marcus Rashford has slowly been getting better and better and better, which means he's adapting to the team. But as of today, I still think it's a modest performance. Not worthy of paying a transfer fee. Definitely not 30 million euros. But if Rashford continues to improve, adapts to the team, to Flick's system, to his teammates, to La Liga, and ends up killing it, then yes, absolutely, we should sign him. But not today. But anyways, that's just my humble opinion. Let me know you guys' thoughts. Would you sign Rashford? And if so, for how much? Let me know down below in the comment section. And we will end today's video with the news, speaking of Manchester United, that several Premier League clubs have reached out to Barcelona in order to inquire regarding Mark Ter Stegen. Now, right now, Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur, and Newcastle are all interested in the services of the German goalkeeper. And all three clubs have already reached out to Barcelona to ask what the situation of Mark Ter Stegen is, to see if there is any possibility of signing him during the winter transfer market. Now, Monaco did try to sign Ter Stegen during the summer, and it's reported that they will be monitoring the situation. But of course, it's unlikely that Ter Stegen would go to a place like Monaco. I think Man U, Tottenham, or Newcastle will be more likely destination. Now, in my opinion, of course, Ter Stegen is recovering from injury. It's expected that he will be recovered back in January. I don't see him wanting to leave because I feel like he's going to want to compete and see if he has a chance against Juan Garcia. And if it ends up if he realizes that he doesn't have a chance against them, then I think eventually he will leave. But at the same time, we do have the World Cup. next summer, 2026. And of course, Ter Stegen's going to want to start in the World Cup. And if he doesn't get regular playing time, he's not going to start against the World Cup. So it's like a balancing act, right? On one hand, he's going to want to compete against Juan Garcia to see if he has a chance to get his spot back. On the other hand, he does have the World Cup. So my question to you is, what do you think Ter Stegen is going to do? Do you think he's going to be willing to leave in January, or do you think he's going to stick it out until the summer? Let me know down below in the comment section. All right, that is all for this video. I did upload another video before this one, and I will be uploading another video after this one. Yes, you heard that correctly. 3 videos today because there's plenty of news to share, and of course, I'm here to share it all with you. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, and as always, Visca Barça.